If you want to tell your juniors, what should they do?
To answer this, I would have to go back to first year. And I remember this senior came up to me and this line he said that GITAM has everything. We just have to find it.
So don't force yourself by doing AI or something. Like, try to find your interest. Don't worry about the package. The package is always going to be high.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Edwin Anthony. I am Senior Director of GCGC, heading the Division of Career Guidance Centre at GITAM. This year we had more than 200 odd companies, those who have visited the campus for recruitment, and more than 1,500 plus students in engineering had been placed in this. Not everybody placed, but we are also working very hard to place the students, maybe trying to achieve the percentage of 90 to 95 percentage by the end of May. We have here with us Shruti, who is working in Visa. We have Tanish, who is working in American Express. They have joined as interns and they'll be converted as the full-time employees after their internship. In the given scenario, maybe in the industry, if you know about the IT, what is happening in the IT industry, it is very difficult to get any kind of a good qualitative placements. Just out of curiosity, maybe I would like to understand what made you choose Geetam first, one, okay, and what was your aspiration?
I come from a very far away place from Vizag. I'm from Delhi, and I chose Geetam. I wanted cybersecurity. So then I realized that IITs and other things do not have cybersecurity as a specialization, and I have a few alumni who are like long, far relatives from Geetam itself. So they were like, you can join Geetam if you want. They have cybersecurity. So I was like, okay, let's do it.
Well, my case is completely different. So I was able to land a scholarship at Geetam,
Oh.
and first I was going for AI related specialization. I wanted a specialization. I was very keen about it, but then it got filled. And then my friend, who is a junior right now at Geetam, he has recommended me to take cybersecurity. And I was like, okay, let's see what happens in cybersecurity, and I'll just explore. So like there is GAT exam in Geetam. So if you are able to secure a rank above 1,000, you would able to secure a good scholarship in Geetam. So which also had made me prioritize Geetam over other institutes.
So your fees are waived off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm getting a specialized course as well.
okay.
So all this adds up, and I was like, okay, let's go with Geetam since it's a good institute in a way.
When I was a student, we never had a kind of a goal setting and all. When I finish my engineering, I need to get into this kind of a role. See, the tracks that you are talking about, cyber security, it is not well known and it is not open to everybody. Okay, it is very specific one. How did you get into that? Is there any kind of a support from Geetam side or any mentor side?
Basically, it was around second year. I was exploring all the in the first year I was like exploring all the domains, but when I came to second year, I was looking into joining a club, and this club called SciSec, which has interested me out of a lot. So there were seniors in them who are already experienced in this club and who are actually teaching us cybersecurity about how I can get started, what can I do, how can I learn, basically from like a person who doesn't know anything about this domain to a person who can actually master through self-learning. And the entire club is based on self-learning. You can't just say ki you're expected to learn from what is seniors are teaching you, but it is it will enhance you in a way that you would want to learn yourself. So that is what happened mainly at SciSec. And at starting in second year, I was a bit nervous about how I can do it, whether this particular domain is for me or not. But with time, I kept grinding the club, like taking sessions myself.
It's like we had a group,
Yeah.
like a community on WhatsApp and Instagram. So after four, we used to meet up in some separate class that we had permissions for. And since we were classmates and a lot of other friends of ours, we went through the same journey of finding SciSec and joining it together. So we used to meet from 4 to 5, and then after that, we used to have sessions. Either it was weekly or depending upon what the students are agreeing on that. And then after 5, we used to just chit chat in random canteens and discuss about what we should do and reaching out to them that like and I've done this. What would you prefer me to do next, and everything like that. So that is how we met.
When we talk about hacking, there are ethical hacking. It's very much interest. Students are interested in doing that. How is this related to the work that you are doing now?
Okay. At Visa, I am working at third party technology risk management, which means the third parties related to Visa, any other company that is coming to Visa for any services or any platform that they're providing. I am supposed to do the risk management, talking to them to ensure that nothing is going out of the place and our data is safe in the end. And if there is any liability, they're taking ownership for that. CH helped me build a technical perspective
Okay.
because to get started in GRC, being an intern in GRC was pretty much like a very new experience for the team as well. Because they were like, "Ki, how can you perform audits when you do not have any experience?" So CEH helped me get that insight, to get that curious mind, that what should I look for it as a hacker, what could be hackable, what is breachable. So I had that mindset through these certifications.
Great. You were talking about AI, building an AI agents and building an AI security. AI itself is a new concept, am I right? There are so many AI agents being built, AI tools which are being used. How that interested you a lot? How did you get into that kind of a system?
Yeah, this also has a background story. Basically, in third year, I got a scholarship at a conference in Singapore. It is called Black Hat Asia,
Okay.
and it was a conference about cybersecurity people across Asia. So all the companies, all the students, all the professors, universities, etc., they meet up together at Singapore, and they exhibit themselves about their projects and all and everything. So I was able to go there as a student scholar, and the ticket was completely free for me.
From where?
From it was online.
Okay.
I just registered a form and
Okay.
I was able to get a scholarship over there to attend it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was able to go to the conference and attend it. So what I saw over there is that basically the entire industry is very much interested or hyped about AI in particular. They want to automate as things as possible and reduce their workload. So that's like a dynamic shift, because in second year no one didn't told us how AI is actually involved in cybersecurity. What this conference has showed me is that how AI is actually being used in the industry. There are multiple keynote sessions about different professors and all AI related attacks and AI related defense mechanisms, and how people are doing automations and everything.
How GCGC or GITAM helped you prepare? Because it is very difficult. There may be a few people, maybe a top layer of 2% maximum, who gets into the top level, maybe more than 10 LPA or 15 LPA or so. So, how did this GCGC or GITAM framed you or guided you or molded you getting into what you are now?
To answer this, I would have to go back to first year.
Yeah.
So this is a very memorable incident that happened. So we have this thing called Coke Station, and we were just playing around. Our friends were playing around. I remember this senior came up to me and he just asked, "What do you plan to do and what do you want to do in future and everything?" Like, I am doing something. I'll see from second year. So this is this line he said that Geetam has everything. We just have to find it. And I'm like, okay, that was the one trigger that had us going, okay, let's find something that we have. Then we found SciSec, and then we found our mentors. We have a lot of faculty mentors. We have our HODs, who they're very supportive. And then we have CGC. I remember during the interview, Anil sir was there in the room throughout the hours. We all of us had our interviews, trying to make us better after each every interview. That okay, just calm down, we'll get through it. So it was very supportive. Then we have different sessions. We have TCD sessions, talking with alumni. So it makes us very easy, very confident before we actually reach the interview room. So we have some peace of mind that okay, we have someone at the back.
So GCGC has, and Geetam, like basically Geetam has brought me an exposure about all this environment. So I don't think so other universities has such environment like as good as Geetam. So yeah, Geetam has made me brought a good exposure about how I can approach cybersecurity, how I can go to this domain. All the students, my batchmates, about how knowledgeable and they are about sharing this particular thing. And coming to GCGC, well, I got my role off campus, and what GCGC did is that after my third year break, intern break, they have conducted a 1 month training period session, which they have, what they did is that they have refreshed the entire basics about how I can uh, approach these interviews which are upcoming in the final year.
Both in technical as well as
Yes.
non-technical. Okay.
So they have HR sessions and about technical sessions, how coding related and other domain related as well. So yes, I would say GCGC has built me a good ground foundation, which has helped me crack many interviews. Because without any good ground foundation, I don't think so we can achieve something. So yeah, the practice and all was well done by GCGC, and I would recommend to people as well who are actually, like, who are actually getting into coding and, like, going before interviews, they should attend such sessions.
I think you said just now about the alumni interaction. Was it kind of a regular organized program where the alumni come online and have an interaction with you guys? Yeah.
Almost every weekend we have this TCD sessions
Okay.
where it's done by GITAM only, where we reach out to alumni and they come from big companies or they have some story or some technical ideas or suggestions they can give to students. So they come online and they give us insights about what their life has been and what different they did, like just a insight of what their life has been, so that we can be inspired to be like them and
So they,
follow
they talk about how they were a student and how they are the corporate now. What is the kind of a change factor that you need to instill in you to become a corporate person?
Yes.
Okay. So it is a recurring.
Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes it is related to technical aspects as well.
Is there any kind of a mentoring? Maybe. See, when I think about my college days, so I have a professor, or when I think about my school days, I had a teacher who taught me social science. Okay, what I am now, it is because of certain people. Do you have anybody in your mind, especially with Geetam, who helped you to identify your own strength?
Well, yes, there is a professor named Sandeep Verma,
Okay.
and he's our current club mentor as well, and he has covered most of our cybersecurity courses in Geetam, which are in our specialization. So yeah, he has very good knowledge about this particular domain, about how we can approach it, what knowledge base, and what how we can learn. So yeah, there are a few people like even Lakshmeshwari ma'am, who was our previous HOD. Even she was into security domain. She helped. She covered a few courses.
See, all the support extended apart from your academics.
And like, this is what we have done, and would you allow us to do this, or something like along the lines.
So it is not like it gets over by 4:30, everybody is off.
No.
Okay, great. That is nice to hear. At least there is somebody who can help you from after their class hours are over. Maybe during their personal time also they are spending some time with you. Great to know that. So anybody from your end?
Is Sandeep Verma sir always, and Lakshmishwari ma'am. She has been very supportive with the club as well. Like giving ideas on CTS. So there's a thing called CTF for cybersecurity, helping us conduct that and giving us the permission to go to juniors classes and interact with them, having a larger audience and everything. Apart from that, there were a lot of seniors from the club who are now placed at very good companies. So we are still in touch with them. So they kept checking on us, or we kept updating them that this is what we are doing, and they're like, okay, you should do this next. And yeah, there are a lot of people.
So there is like a thing in SciSec that all the students who are in SciSec club, they are getting placed at a good company. Yeah. So there is my friend who's working right there right now. He's also placed at a good company like Synchrony, and he's also working in cybersecurity right now.
Tradition from past 3 years now that all of us from the club somehow.
They are getting. See, no, not that all of the people from the club getting placed. Maybe all of the people are working bit hard on a daily basis. That's why you are able to get yourself placed. Okay, getting placed is different. Getting yourself placed is different. Making yourself place worthy. And I'm literally happy your professors and others trying to build that ecosystem, which helps you to become place worthy is more important. If you want to tell your juniors, okay, You are aiming at 1 crore package, or you are aiming at 50 LPA or 60 LPA. What should they do, and when should they start working on that?
Okay. I mean, we both can add to this question.
Yeah.
So, uh, because there have been juniors coming up to us already asking for stuff like this. So my suggestion to juniors would be that for the first year, your foundation should be very clear. Focus on your CGPA, focus on your foundation classes, making friends, understanding the environment. Like as I came from a new place, everything was new for me. And just do not rush yourself into a domain that you want to go into, but take time to explore everything. I remember focusing on Flutter, web development, Python, C++ before coming to cybersecurity. So what happens? You do not have a single line. You have a broad area you can explore, and then you pick one domain that you want to work on, and then you can still explore. I mean, don't restrict yourself. That is what I want to say.
And apart from this, in a career aspect, I would recommend people to see what do you like at the end of the day. It's not like you have to force yourself to do coding. It's not like you have to force just because everyone is into AI hype. Now I need to do AI as well. So don't force yourself by doing AI or something. Like try to find your interest, and that would eventually end up at your final placement. Don't worry about the package. The package is always going to be high.
Great insight. See, I literally liked your way of telling your interest is more important. If you're not interested, whatever you pressurize from outside, nothing gets inside. If I like to play basketball, let me go and play basketball. If I like to code, let me do the coding. If I like to do something, build an AI agent, let me learn about AI. So the interest is more important than the kind of an external pressure, like we see it in Three Idiots or the other. My son, the engineer is born. No, it is the kind of an interest that one should develop. In case you want to have your career in that, create an interest. See, keep your career based on your interest. Or unless and until you want this career, but you don't have an interest, but you need to build an interest at least at the end. Okay, it's a great insight. So it's a very nice talking to you both here. And Shruti and Tanish, I would love to extend my support, my thanks, gratitude, and wish you all the very success in your career. All the very best. Thank you.